Honorable Dr. Harshvardhan Ji, Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and President, All Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. Shri Ashwini Kumar Choube Ji, Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare. My faculty colleagues, students, staff members, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the celebration of the 65th Foundation Day of our Institute. We meet today in difficult and challenging times. The world is passing through an unprecedented phase, something that we had not really believed that we would see in our lifetime. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted all citizens across the globe, and we at AIIMS, like other healthcare workers, are particularly affected due to our additional responsibility of providing care to those affected by this disease. This pandemic has now gone on for more than 6 months, and it really shows no sign of abating. Therefore, while planning for this event, we extensively considered the need for austerity, minimizing the impact on our healthcare efforts. The consensus of opinion was that AIIMS family has toiled extremely hard in the last 6 months to provide their best efforts in addressing this ongoing problem, and it would only be fitting if we use this opportunity to boost their morale and recognize the achievement of our students, our nurses, our scientists, and faculty by celebrating Institute Day. However, the celebrations this year are limited in the number of physical attendees. We are following social distancing norms, and the decorations are minimal. The exhibition has fewer posters, with no physical invitation having been sent. We are transmitting this event over live webcast, and it's possible that even a greater number of people may witness this event than in the previous years. This institute was set up to be a torchbearer in medical education and innovation in this country. Srimati Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, the visionary primary responsible for establishing this institute, was not just the first health minister of India, she was also a great champion for women's rights, a freedom fighter, and one of the first women representatives from Asia on the WHO's governing body. In the last 6 months, we have been entrusted with a massive responsibility not only for providing patient care, but also innovating in areas of research, guiding colleagues across the country, and developing new methods of teaching and communication. It is a matter of pride for me to state that we have come out with flying colors in all these responsibilities. I'm truly grateful to the entire AIIMS family for this. We have once again shown what the spirit of AIIMS is all about. It is therefore appropriate that the e-exhibition this year has been titled AIIMS in the Times of COVID-19, and it is basically meant to showcase the work that we've all done in the last 6 months. And as you all know, there has been a combined team effort to really do all of these activities. In terms of infrastructure, we rapidly commissioned the newly constructed NCI, the National Cancer Institute, Jhajjar, to accommodate over 600 COVID-19 patients. We transformed our trauma center into a COVID-19 hospital, and this was a major task because the center was functional at that time and occupied by sick patients. We transferred all patients from the trauma center, including many on ventilators, to the main hospital, and this was done within just 2 or 3 days. We modified our OTs, emergency areas, and ward areas to cater for COVID-19 positive patients and suspect patients, and this was subsequently adopted by many institutes across the country. We received our first COVID-19 patient on 20th March, followed by a sudden influx of over 100 patients at NCI Jhajjar on 31st of March. Till date, we have treated more than 6,000 COVID-19 patients, with a peak single-day load of COVID-19 of 865 patients admitted at the All Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, on the 7th of June. This number then started decreasing, but now it has again started increasing, and now again we have more than 500 patients admitted today in both NCI Jhajjar and in our AIIMS Trauma Center. I remember the initial days when there was major shortage and concern about PPEs and masks, but our resourcefulness came into fore, and we set up a massive procurement system and supply chain to ensure a steady supply of PPEs and other equipment to our treating teams. We also showed immense innovations, and we were able to design techniques for sterilization and reuse of masks and PPEs to tide over the crisis. This activity was actually appreciated by DRDO, and we are actively involved with them in many areas of such innovations. Creating and taking care of manpower is one of the most important aspects of managing a pandemic. You need to have motivated manpower. And we mobilized our manpower from all areas of the hospital, including our students, who pitched in to do jobs they had never done before. In order to ensure the health of our workforce, we provided transport, accommodation, and food for those who needed it. We set up communication channels both for patients, doctors, and general public to address their queries and provide guidance 24/7, and this was done by the contact facility which was set up in the AIIMS guest house. One of the other challenges at the beginning of the pandemic was availability of testing facilities. Again, we came up to this challenge and we quickly ramped up our RT-PCR facility, but also expanded the rapid diagnostic kits, and subsequently the CBNAT facility was also enhanced, and now we can provide around-the-clock reports, and this is something that we've done using the CCRR facility also. And I'm proud to say that we are one of the few institutes where such a quick report can be generated. Our reports are available as far as CBNAT is concerned in 2 hours, and as far as the RT-PCR is concerned within 6 hours. Our responsibility also extended to creating treatment protocols and guiding healthcare professionals across the country in managing COVID-19. We have opened numerous channels for education both within and outside the institute. Our Hospital Infection Control Committee has undertaken massive operations besides developing policies and procedures for patient care and hospital services. And we have trained more than 14,000 of our own employees and residents on hospital control, which I think is a mammoth task, and I really would like to thank the Hospital Infection Control team for all these activities. Numerous guidelines, educational pamphlets, videos, and scientific reviews were created and widely disseminated through our website as for guiding treatment not only for the faculty and students at AIIMS, but across the country. At the national and international level, we trained physicians through our national grand rounds, our eICUs, our centers of excellence programs. We even had programs for our countries in the SAARC region, and this was also highly appreciated. Till now, we have addressed over 300 hospitals across the countries and received lakhs of views on social media platforms. We have mentored institutes to ramp up testing for COVID-19 across the country, and now our testing capacity in the country exceeds 10 lakh tests per day. Considering the need for convalescent plasma in the treatment of COVID-19, we organized blood bank donations and drives, including one in collaboration with the Delhi Police, which was launched by the Honorable Minister on the 19th of July. Research continues to be our focus areas in the pandemic, and numerous intramural grants were provided for research work on COVID-19. Research funding for COVID-19 related projects was very early initiated. We actually started this intramural call for grants in April 2020, and more than 60 projects have been funded till date on various subjects ranging from pathogenetic mechanisms to drug trials. Many of these are being showcased today in the exhibition that we are having and the e-posters that are available on our website. In terms of education, we rapidly shifted to online mode of education for our undergraduate students who were allowed to go home during the pandemic. The Saral platform, along with video conferencing system, were deployed to deliver lectures, discuss cases, and patient management was also conducted. While COVID-19 has been the focus, we have continued to provide non-COVID patient care throughout, and this includes emergency services, teleconsultations, emergency surgeries, perinatal care, obstetric care, and this was done uninterrupted even during the lockdown. It's a matter of immense pride that for the third consecutive year, AIIMS New Delhi has been ranked as #1 medical institute by the National Institute of Ranking Framework, NIRF, by the Ministry of Human Resources and Development. We also again ranked the best college and best hospital by numerous ranking agencies, just as Week Magazine, Newsweek International, and India Today. The examination section also showed exemplary tenacity and ability in successfully holding the AIIMS PG entrance exam in June this year. This was just after the lockdown got lifted, with full COVID-19 precautions. As a result of all of this, our PG program did not falter in their timelines, and all students will enjoy the benefit of regular courses and protection of their career opportunities. AIIMS also received the India Research Excellence Citation Award 2019 for Medical and Health Science under the Web of Science group. In 2019-20, AIIMS had a total of 885 extramural projects running with a total grant of 150 crores. The intramural collaboration project funding was about 10 crores for about 160 projects. With the objective of creating a more vibrant research environment and laid down lines of future long-term collaboration, the funding call proposal was shifted, and this vision now has been cross-research activities, and now we have collaboration with other institutes like IIT Delhi and THSTI. With IIT, we have 48 ongoing research projects, and many of these projects are translating into patents and products. And this is something which is truly remarkable, because this is in line with what our Honorable Prime Minister said, that we must have Make in India products. And I'm sure that with collaboration with IIT, a lot of such products will come into the market from AIIMS and IIT. For the first time, AIIMS faculty could compete for intramural collaborative funding opportunities with international universities, with the objective of enhancing interdisciplinary and collaborative research interests between University College London and AIIMS New Delhi. A joint research seed fund has been established, and it funds projects proposals from faculty both from our institute and from UCL London. And this is also a mechanism of trying to build bridges with various institutes across the globe to have collaborative research projects. And again, for the first time, the undergraduate research mentorship scheme was introduced for students from third semester onwards. A total of 22 such projects were awarded. A group of 2 to 3 MBBS students under the guidance of a faculty member designated as mentor are funded up to 2 lakhs per project for 1 year. And this is actually to start a research thinking and a research mind in our undergraduate students with mentorship from the faculty and some seed money given by the institute itself. Impetus was provided to infrastructure and capacity building through operationalization of twin facilities, the Clinical Research Unit and the CCRF, the Centralized Core Research Facility. The Clinical Research Unit will work as a specialized biomedical research unit to provide high-quality technical expertise and assist in planning, designing, and implementation and analysis of investigator-initiated clinical research. The CCRF is housed in the 9th floor of the Convergence Block and comprises of 8 sub-facilities and covers a full range of research areas. It was inaugurated in January of this year by Professor Venki Ramakrishnan, the recipient of 2009 Nobel Prize in Chemistry and the 62nd President of the Royal Society. For the 3rd consecutive year, AIIMS New Delhi has been awarded first prize in Kaya Kalp by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. We have initiated campaigns for reducing single-use plastics, and reverse vending machines have been installed on a pilot project basis. Before the pandemic, we received a large number of delegates from several countries, and a lot of cooperation was established between them. Last year, we also had a visit by Queen Sylvia from Sweden, and this was to look at the geriatric care that we are providing at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, including the management of dementia. Earlier this year, sir, we commissioned the new RAK OPD at Masjid Mode campus, and this was formally inaugurated by the Honorable Minister and the Minister of State just some time back. The new block has been designed and built to offer an emphatic experience to patients with wide circulation space and well-ventilated waiting rooms with a capacity of more than 15,000 patients per day. Work is also going on in the surgical block, which has a capacity of 200 beds and 14 OTs, and it's likely to be completed in the next few months. Construction for the mother and child block is under progress, and hopefully this should also be ready by late this year. Construction of the geriatric block, the National Center for Aging, is in process and likely to be completed by next year. And the burns and plastic surgery block is also almost complete, and hopefully that should be operational soon. Currently, it is being used also as a backup for the COVID-19 management. To meet the acute housing shortage of AIIMS faculty, we have formulated a redevelopment proposal for its campus in Vetsan Sarinagar and Ayurvigyan Nagar. The proposal has been approved for construction of 3,928 residential apartments in lieu of 1,444 apartments that currently exist on the campus. The final redevelopment scheme envisages construction of 2,856 residential apartments in AV Nagar and 663 apartments in West Ansari Nagar campus. This will really help to augment our residential capacity to more than 4,000 houses. The construction will be taken up in phases. Statutory approvals have been taken and work has already started in the West Ansari Nagar campus, and I'm hopeful that it should be ready in the next 18 months. I'm also happy to state that the process of selecting the consultant for the AIIMS master plan has been completed, and very soon the AIIMS master plan shall also be started. Sir, as we continue our fight against novel coronavirus, we must also keep our commitment to thousands of other patients who depend on us for their health. We should not forget our compassion and empathy to our patients. This is also a challenging time for health of our colleagues. We have thrived on social interaction, travel, and freedom, and we were suddenly forced into a life of isolation, fear, and multitudes of restriction. This has led to great strain on our physical and mental health. I urge you all to have continuous social interaction with your juniors and seniors. Let us today pledge to support each other so that we can come out of this pandemic with flying colors and stronger both physically and mentally. I'm sure that as a family we will continue to work hard with even more commitment and effort and make immense contribution to the institution and to the nation. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.